This is a video I wanted to make to talk about the main differences between Christianism and Islam, because it's a very important topic in these days, and a lot of people want to know about Islam, and maybe many of them think it's stereotyped religion with many castration or bad things to women or men or people in general. But in this video I want to talk about it, and I want to say the truth about religions and about Islam. And to talk about this, firstly we need to know about these two different religions, and we need to know how they born, what happened, what's the difference. We can start from Christianism, and we can say Christian is born around the figure of a man very important in the history of Europe and also of the USA. This man, we call him Jesus, and also for Islam it's very important because it's one of the prophets. Sure, it's not the last prophet, so the last word is not to Jesus, but it's also important figure. So we can say Christianism and Islam have really something in common. It's not only the prophet, but it's also a part of the same book we have in common. Remember this, because we can call God, we can call him some different ways, but it's also God, and it's always him, the same figure that we love, and we think it created us. And so believe me, friends, there are not many differences. We can say the Bible is two parts book. The first part book, the ancient one, it's also a part of the Quran. Okay, so if you can see Muslims believe the same things as us, we can say yes, we are very similar, but there are also many differences between the two main religions, monotheists of our time. We can start with talking about this. Who is the most important figure in Christianism? Sure, it's Jesus. And who is the most important prophet in Islam? Muhammad, sure, the last one, but we remember also we have really many things differently between these two religions, but also many things similar, because we can say a difference between these two religions is about these two men, because when we think of Jesus, what we think? Okay, he died, sure, in a bad way, and we also think he was a great man because it taught peace and equality between men, women, all countries. This is a really strange thing also for now, so you can think for 2000 years ago it was really a mad thing to think, and Christianism is the religion of peace, the religion of tolerance. Remember this, because the message of Jesus was related to this. The message of Muhammad is different. It didn't lose. Okay guys, the difference is between too many. Muhammad didn't lose the war on his time. He won, because Islam is religion of winners, no? You can say it's a religion of peace, of course, but also the religion of the winner. People can't lose. Okay, so also the countries are really different, because Europe, also place where religions born are different. Europe was not like it's not now, similar than the desert, or mentions of commerce that were popular in those days of when Muhammad started to say, Gabriel told me something. He told me the Quran, and I remember the Quran. I remember the Quran in my mind. I remember the words of the Quran, and I want to spread these words, because God, the name of God is Allah. God told me this, and I didn't write, but I remember in my mind all the Quran, and it's a revelation, the Quran, but the Bible is not revelation, because the Bible was written by man, sure, inspired by God, but it is one of the difference. What happened after the death of the last prophet? Well, it happened like it's happening also now, okay, that people didn't have the same ideas, because someone wanted to do that thing and someone wants to do others, and it's like the real religion. Who is the real man? Where is the real religion? You can believe it. Where is the real Christianism? Where is the real Islamism? Where are they? I'm sure now a lot of people are not following the real messages this man wanted to spread us. I'm sure of this, really sure. For example, one difference between the two religions is also related to the things we have to do. In the Bible, yes, in the Bible is written women have to cover their hair. You can think no, because it's related only to Muslim people, it's related, but no, it's written also in the Bible. But why here women don't follow this? Because things are changed. We can think someone was used a lot of time ago. It's not, we are not to follow it, we are not to follow it now. Oh yes, you can think this, but if we have to follow the real religion, I mean, if Muslims have to follow this because they think it's related to God, why you have to criticize them? I think it's also written in the Bible. It's also written in the Bible. So if you really follow religion, men also all time try to change this and try to change things. So we cannot believe, we cannot say it's the real message of lot of time ago. No, we can't say, guys, this. How did you feel after the 11th of September of 2001? How did you feel that day? I was 7 years old and I still didn't know about anything. I still didn't know about Islam. But when I saw on TV those images, I really thought in my mind of child something was happening, something differently from other things, but I thought, yeah, something was happening to USA, of the strong USA. Really, yes. And I was right, guys. Something bad was happening because after that day, after one day, after million of people dead, or really bad day, a war started a war. But a war made million of deaths. Really, how can we understand the war was right or wrong? Okay, USA started to be attacked. Okay, the first attack to the strongest country in the world. So sure they have to answer to this attack, but they have to answer, and they didn't look well the situation, because a lot of women, a lot of children died in this war. This war without man, this war with technological instrument against few criminals, few Talibans, few really. Maybe when the war started I was much young, but now when I think of it, I think really I don't agree. There can be some other ways against the war. Okay, against the war, against the terrible fear of this war, because after Iraq, USA didn't understand the lesson of Iraq, didn't understand that country didn't have chemical arms, but they again attacked. Maybe Obama is different from Bush, but a lot of us are still suffering for this war. So what can we say? What can we say? I really hope the world over the world will finish, and also all religions can have to know others, and to understand how much we can become rich from this, how much maybe we can understand from others, from their lives, or from our way of life. It's really interesting, I think. So friends, here the video finishes.